In this video, I am going to discuss how to backtest your strategy. Before that, let us discuss what actually backtesting is. Backtesting means testing a strategy backwards. In simple terms, it is looking at the historical data and analyzing if you have taken the trade on that day based on your strategy, whether you made a profit or loss, whether that strategy worked or failed. And that is what the backtesting is all about. And as I keep saying that no strategy works 100% of the time. Every strategy is a probability, but if you have a strategy which worked even 50% of the time, then you have a strategy which is a high probability strategy, because even 50% win rate also enough in trading to become a profitable trader if you follow the risk reward of at least 1:2. And the backtesting is the first stage for any new traders, for any traders trying a new strategy. But unfortunately, many traders, they don't do backtesting and they watch some videos on YouTube and directly they try to apply that strategy in the live market. So one of the reasons why people don't do backtesting, because it's a time consuming process and same time it is boring. You should remember that there is no free lunch in the market. To earn each penny in the market, you have to work hard. Now let me show you something. Now let me take you to a laptop and let me show you something.
Okay guys, now if you come to my laptop screen, you can see that I have a folder called historical chart month wise, right? So what is that historical charts? If you go to all the folders here, inside that you can see that every month I have saved Nifty Bank Nifty chart. For example, you can see that I have April 2019, 21, 22, 23, and also you can see that I have August 2018, I have December 2018. Every month I save the Nifty Bank Nifty charts from July 2018. Every day I make it a point that after market closes, I save Nifty Bank Nifty chart and I do the analysis. That is why you can see that all these charts on my computer screen. You can see that I have Bank Nifty and Nifty. And when you open it, you can see that, for example, this is a Bank Nifty chart. For example, if I click this, you can see that September 1st, Bank Nifty chart opened. So that is what I do the analysis on the historical charts. Now, for example, if I click this September 1st, this is the 2022 chart. And you can see that this is the September to September 2022 chart, and that is how I do the analysis on historical charts. So that is why you need to have the data of all the old charts to do the backtesting. The more you do the backtesting, better for you. You know that how many times it worked, how many times it failed. So you have to do backtesting on as much as possible. In my case, almost I have 5 years chart of Nifty Bank Nifty on 5 minutes time frame. And that is where I do the backtesting.
So this is the kind of dedication and seriousness you need in trading to become a successful trader. And this historical data, that is Nifty Bank Nifty charts, which is almost 5 years, that I share it with my webinar students for their backtesting. Now let us come back to today's topic of YouTube video, that is how to backtest a strategy. See, normally I do two types of backtesting. One backtesting I do it for the price action strategy, and other backtesting I do it purely for option strategy. For backtesting on options, I don't use any charts. I go to one software which is an option software and I do the backtesting. Suppose on a particular day I want to check how the short straddle worked on that day, or I want to check how short strangle worked that day, how much profit I made. If I entered at the opening, how much profit I made. If I entered after 1 hour, how much profit I made or how much I lost. For that I have an option software which I use regularly for checking my option strategies. Now coming back to price action strategy. Price action strategies, I don't go to that option software. I do it manually. Yes, doing it manually is very time taking process and it is very boring, but still I prefer to do it, because when you do manual backtesting, you see with your own eyes how it worked. But no doubt there are many softwares available. If you know coding, then in the TradingView itself you can do the backtesting, and there are many software available where you put your criteria and just click on the result and it will give you result of last 1 year or 2 years, how many days it worked, how many days it failed, everything. But believe me, I don't believe in that. You can call me a old school, but whatever it is, I believe doing it in the live, because software can give you errors, but when you do it manually yourself, you will not see the error, right? That is why I prefer doing manual backtesting, even though it is time taking process. And that is what today's video I'm going to discuss. Two types of backtesting. One is backtesting based on price action, and second is backtesting based on options data.
Okay guys, now let us see exactly how to do the backtesting a strategy. See, when you do a backtesting strategy, there are three things you need to have. One is you have to define a strategy. See, defining strategy, that no one can do it for you. For that, you have to define that. Strategy can be anything. It can be price action based strategy. It can be indicator based strategy. It can be data based strategy. It can be anything. For example, in this presentation, I'm going to discuss one price action strategy. Few days back, I wanted to check a price action based strategy and how I did it, how I done the backtesting. That is what I'm going to discuss in this presentation. So that I'll discuss in the next slide. So first you have to define a strategy. Either it can be price action or indicator based. That is your choice. Next is you have to backtest the strategy. That means once you have defined the strategy, then you have to go to historical charts and you have to backtest that strategy to see how many times it worked and how many times it failed. Then most important is you have to journal your backtest report. Whatever you have backtested, you have to journal it. That means in an Excel file, you have to journal it. Why it is important? Because after 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, whenever you want to come back and see how is that strategy, whether high probability or low probability, then you will have a journal where you can check everything. In the month of May, how many times it worked. June month, how many times it worked. Everything you can see if you journal it. So everything you are going to see in today's video, how to define a strategy, how to backtest, and how to journal it. Now let us first thing we'll see what is the defining a strategy and criteria. I was telling you that I'm giving you my example. Few days back, I wanted to check a price action strategy. And what was my criteria for that price action strategy? For that instrument I have chosen was Nifty or Bank Nifty. That means I was okay with Nifty or Bank Nifty. So first you have to mention instrument. Which instrument? Whether Nifty or Bank Nifty or stocks, whatever it is. Then first 1 hour or wide initial balance. That is one of my criteria. So I wanted to check this strategy on wide initial balance day. That means I know most of you know what is initial balance. Initial balance means first 1 hour of the day. That means 9:15 market opens, 9:15 to 10:15. Whenever it makes a huge initial balance opening here and after 1 hour it goes till here, then it is known as wide initial balance. It can open here and it close, and by 10:15 after 1 hour it made a huge move. That is also wide initial balance. Next is time frame. You have to mention which time frame you are going to do the backtesting. I have done backtesting on 5 minutes time frame. And what is the criteria in this strategy? What actually I wanted to see? I wanted to see in wide initial balance day whether market continues its one-sided trend or reverses or stays after 1 hour. So I will make it much more clearer for all of you. That means 9:15 candle, first 5 minutes candle. Okay. After that, next 12 candles. So that means this is the first 1 hour candle, right? This is the first 1 hour time frame. Opened here and at the 12th candle it closed here. So that is the candidate for wide initial balance. I wanted to check through this strategy after market makes wide initial balance. After that, what happens? Whether it goes in the trend, that means it starts going down, or it stays sideways, or it totally reverses. I wanted to check what happens after the wide initial balance day. That is the strategy I wanted to check. And that is what I'm going to discuss. Whether after a huge one-sided move in the first 1 hour, whether it reverses or stays sideways or it goes down. That means going in the original direction. And what is the result after that? That you will come to know only after doing the backtesting, right? So that is why what result I found after doing backtesting, that I'll discuss. at the end of the slide. Now let us go to the next one and let us discuss backtesting the strategy. Here, to save the time, so to not to make this video too large video, I have discussed only 3 months. That means May month, June month, that is the last month, and July month, that is the current month. So I've taken only 3 months and I'll show you the backtested report, how I done it and what is the result, everything. Now let us go to the chart and let us see in the May month how many days we found this strategy, and same time I'll open my Excel file and I will start journaling it whatever I found in my backtested report. Okay. So let me go to the chart now. Let me go to TradingView chart and let me open Bank Nifty in the month of May. Okay guys, I opened the May month chart of Bank Nifty on 5 minutes time frame to see how many days we have seen wide initial balance, and same time I'll also open my Excel file where I'm going to journal my backtested report. Let me open my Excel file. I've opened my Excel sheet also. This is the Excel sheet where I'm going to trade whatever I see in the May, June, July. So in the Excel sheet, what you can see that I have written down the strategy name here, initial balance strategy. And you can see that here May month, here June month, here July month. And date, I'm going to mention which are the dates I've seen that strategy wide initial balance that I'll mention. That means whether it happened in Nifty or Bank Nifty, I mentioned here. But for time being, for this video, I'm going to discuss only in Bank Nifty. So that's why you will see me only doing backtesting in Bank Nifty. If I take both, then it is going to take a lot of time to do both. So that's why to make this video shorter, I'm going to take only Bank Nifty and I'll mention total points in 1 hour. I'll take approximate, okay, because you don't have to know exact points, how many it made in 1 hour, because on the naked eyes also you can see that wide initial balance or a small initial balance, right? For the example, I will be taking around 250 to 300 points. That is as my reference point as a wide initial balance. Okay, that is just average. I'm taking it. So next is whether it's a long or short trade. And after that, what happened? This is most important. That means after one-sided trend, that means it started going down. After that, what happened? It can be upside also. After 1 hour, it made a huge move. After that, what happened? Whether it went in a trend, stayed sideways or reverse. So that's why sideways, trending or reversal. And finally, whether that strategy worked or failed. That means if that went in the trend, that means that strategy failed. That means through this strategy, I'm looking to go and take a reversal trade. That is what I'm looking for in this strategy. That means if this strategy after a huge trending, if it started reversing or stayed sideways, that means for me it worked, because that is what I'm looking through this strategy, that going against the trend after a big fall in first 1 hour. Okay. In the month of May, we have seen first this kind of wide initial balance on 5th of May, right? Bank Nifty opened around 43,000 and after 1 hour, it went almost near 43,500. That means almost 500 points, right? After that, what happened? Whether it went into trend or it reversed. It reversed from the CPR. So that means trend didn't work. So that means going against the trend has worked. So what I'll do, I'll go to the Excel file and I'll update it. Let me go to the Excel file. Okay. In the month of May, happened on 5th of May, right? Where it's Bank Nifty. Total points from the low, we have seen around 500 points in first 1 hour, right? It was a short trade and after that what happened? It reversed, right? So it worked. So whenever it worked, I'll mention it as a green so that I will know that that day trade worked, right? 5th May. Let us go to the next one and let us see when it happened again after that. And next you can see that again on 8th May also, we have seen same one, right? It opened near 42,800 and first 1 hour, it made another 500 points. But after that, whether it went into the trend or it reversed or stayed sideways. So you can see that it stayed sideways for rest part of the day. So we'll go and update it in our Excel file. So next is 8th May, right? Next is 8th May. Bank Nifty, total points around 500. Don't worry about that. Just I'm taking approximate. And again, it's a short. It stayed sideways. So what I said, either it reversed or sideways, whatever I will mention as a that strategy work, right? Going against the trend has worked. Now let's go to the, now let us again go to the chart and let us see May month what. Okay, you can see that after 8th May, again 10th May, same thing happened. It opened here, big fall, and after that, again it reversed. All right, that is on 10th May. So how many points? And again another 500 points. So I'll go to the Excel file and I'll update again that on 10th May, again Bank Nifty made a 500 points in first 1 hour, and this time it's a long trade and it reversed and it worked. So you can see that in the month of May, already we got the 3 trades where it made an initial balance, wide initial balance, and it worked. Now let's go to chart and let us see what happened in the month of May. Okay, you can see that again 19th May, we had a huge initial balance, right? Wide initial balance. After that, market stays sideways. So 19th also, it was a reversal. So we'll go to 19th May. We'll mention it that in Bank Nifty, it was more than 500 points. I'll just mention as a 500 points because it is not point is important. It is not how many points important, because looking at the chart only, you will come to know whether it's a wide or initial balance. And again, it worked. And let us go to the chart and let us see again when it worked. Again, you can see that 22nd May, narrow initial balance, narrow initial balance, narrow initial balance, narrow initial balance, narrow initial balance. How to know narrow initial balance? For example, look at this. It opened here, first candle, right? Where is that 12th candle? 12th candle is somewhere here. So there is no much difference between the market open and 12th candle. So it doesn't make a wide initial balance, right? 29th also, I don't say a wide initial balance. 30th, 31st, you can see that it's a wide initial balance because it opened here. And at the end of 12th candle, it made this kind of, right? How many points? 44,050 till 44,300, around 44,350. So around we will take 300 points, because earlier I said if it is 300 points, then I'll consider as a wide initial balance. But what happened? Can you see that most of the time it worked after taking support and it started bouncing, right? Or reversing. But on that day, you can see that it went into the trend, right? It went into the trend. So the trade didn't work. So now you know that nothing works 100% of the time. In the Excel sheet, you have seen that most of the time it worked, but 31st May also it made a wide initial balance, though it was not a huge initial balance. So what I'll mention here I'll mention it as a failed, and I'll mention as a red color. So you can see that this is the report of May month. In the May month, we had 5 wide initial balance day. Out of that, 4 times it worked and 1 time it failed, right? Obviously, it is more than 50% win rate. Let's go to and see what happened in the month of June. Let's go to the chart. Okay, this is the June month. June month, narrow balance, narrow initial balance, narrow initial balance, narrow initial balance, narrow initial balance. This one you can see that kind of wide initial balance, but not very wide, right? For example, opened near 44,250 and high made near 44,450, which is just 200 points. So I don't consider it as a wide initial balance. I said it has to be minimum around 300, but still you can see that it reversed after making a wide initial balance. Anyway, we'll not take that. We'll take only days when it made a wide initial balance. So this days I can consider as a wide initial balance because opened near 42,240, and where is the first 1 hour? First 1 hour is higher, right? So it is around, you can say that around 300 points in Bank Nifty. So now we can consider it. And after that, what happened? After a wide initial balance, it stayed sideways. So now what we have to do? We have to go to journal. We have to go to journal, our trading journal, and we have to mention that, which is that date, that is 14 June, and total points around 300 points. It was a long trade and it stayed sideways. Whether it worked or failed, it worked because it did not go in the original direction. Original direction was the downside. It did not go to the original direction. That means the strategy worked. Let's go to the June month again and let us see any other days. And let us see June 19th. You can see that wide initial balance. It's a very wide, right? Opened here around 44,050. And at the end of 12th candle, it was almost 350 points. So this is a candidate for wide initial balance. So what is our strategy? Strategy is that after that we expect market to reverse or stay sideways. Let us see what happened. After the test, it stayed sideways and finally it broken everything and started going, right? I don't say it's a sideways day. It went into the trend. So it stayed sideways for rest part of the day. We could have said strategy worked, but it has broken, so strategy didn't work. So 19, this strategy didn't work. We'll go to the Excel and we'll update that 19 June Bank Nifty point was around 350 points and it was a long. It went into the trending mode and it failed. So now let's go to the chart and let us see any other day we have seen. Again, you can see that 20th also we have a wide initial balance. Opened here around 43,650 and at the end of 12 candle we have 44,350. So around 300 points in this move and it's a wide initial balance day and next rest part of the day it reverses. So that means 20th this strategy worked. 20th June will update it. Bank Nifty made around 300 points at the initial balance. It was a long and it reversed. And let us see anything happened in June. No, it's a narrow initial balance, 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 and June month over. So entire June month, only 3 days we had a very wide initial balance. 2 times it worked and 1 time it failed. So now we'll come to the July month. July month we will not see entire month because I am recording this on July 19th. So we will not see entire July. Let us see how many days we'll get in the month of July. Okay, July, you can see that July 3rd only you got it, right? Wide initial balance, huge, almost 400 points, right? And after that, it stayed sideways. So 3rd July, we got this. And what we are going to do, we will come to the July month and we will mention at 3rd July in Bank Nifty, we seen wide initial balance around 350 points. It was a short opportunity and after that it stayed sideways. Whether it worked? Yes. Let's go to next one any other day. Yes, next day also you can see that 4th also again wide initial balance. First 1 hour high was here and at the end of 12th candle was here, but we have to take high and low of the 12th candle between 12th candle high and low. So high and low between the 12th candle is 45,000 and 45,350. So it's a 350 points. So it's a candidate for wide initial balance and it's a huge reversal on that day. So now we'll come to the Excel file and 4th July also we got that wide initial balance day strategy and it was around 400 points and it was a long opportunity and it made a huge reverse. It worked, right? Now let's go to July and let us see any other days. No, 5th July was a not a wide initial balance. 6th was not a wide initial balance. 7th was not a wide initial balance. So there is no wide initial balance, no wide initial balance, no wide initial balance, no wide initial balance. 19th, 18th also no wide initial balance. And 19th also we did not have initial balance. So overall, in the month of July, only 2 we got it till 19th of July. So that is the report we got it after doing May entire month June entire month, and July only till July 19th. So May month we got 5 days. Out of that 4 days it worked, 1 day it failed. June month we got 3 days, 2 days it worked, 1 day it failed. And till July 19th, 2 days and both days it worked. So what it says, out of 10 days, 8 days it worked and 2 days it failed, right? So what is the win rate? Win rate, obviously, it is more than 50%. But one thing you have seen that every time it did not make a reversal, right? Sometimes it stayed sideways also. Sometimes it made a reversal. Sometimes it stayed sideways. So what it says that instead of buying call option, selling put option would have given good high probability trades. Why? Because when you sell put option, even market stays sideways because of the theta decay, you make profit, right? But if you buy call option and if it doesn't make this kind of bounce and if it stayed sideways, you will keep losing money if you have bought out of the money call option because of the theta decay. Finally, what is the result of this strategy? Result is more than 50% of the time, market stays sideways or reversal after one-sided trend at the opening. That means after a huge one-sided move for first 1 hour, there is a very high chances that it can reverse or it can stay sideways. So going with the trend is a low probability. So strategy says that don't go with the trend, rather go against the trend if initial balance is very high. Selling call or put option. That means selling call means if it is making a first 1 hour wide initial balance, then sell call option, okay, instead of buying put option. Or if it makes a huge move on the 1 hour, then sell put option rather than buying call option. And ATM or slightly OTM. Why ATM? ATM will give you better premium. Slightly OTM can give you less premium. And another thing is that if it makes a huge move reversal, then ATM can give you big profit. But if it doesn't make a huge move, it stayed sideways, then ATM doesn't give you good move, that much profit, because it may still stay at ATM till the market closes. So premium will not get eroded entirely, but out of the money option, you know that it entirely becomes zero. All right. So in that case, slightly OTM can give you better profit. So sell call or put option against the trend and keep the stop loss. Why keep the stop loss? Because you have seen that it is not a holy grail strategy, right? It worked most of the time, but it's not a holy grail because sometime it failed also, right? If it failed, then stop loss can save you because you can take your stop loss and you can exit the trade. Okay, guys, that's about this video on how I do the back testing on my strategies. So as I said earlier, there are two types of back testing. One, I do the back testing on price action purely based on chart, noting down in my trading journal like how you have seen now. And the second type is purely based on option software. That means I don't use much chart there. I keep chart as a reference, but I use option software to know where I would have got better profit by entering at what price, at what levels, everything. For that, I use a option software so that I'll make more video on how I do the backtesting on options. This is what you have seen today is the manual backtesting. I'll make one more video and there I'll show you how I do the backtesting on options with the option software. Okay guys, that's about today's video on how I do the backtesting. But remember, there is some limitation when you do the backtesting, because when you do the backtesting, you may see very good result, but in the live market result could be different. And the reason is trading psychology and risk management. If you are not good in trading psychology, then you may struggle even though that strategy have a edge. So that's why remember guys, no strategy in this world can work if you are poor in risk management and poor in trading psychology. So that is why along with strategy, trading psychology and risk management both are important. That's about today's video on backtesting. Let me know in the comment section
how did you find this video? And if you are interested to learn more about day trading, if you are interested to learn more about day trading strategies, then I have a webinar called 25 Day Trading Strategy Nifty Bank Nifty. You can check the link below this video in the description section, and you can check when is my next webinar. If you are interested, you can contact me on WhatsApp or email, and you can enroll for my upcoming webinar. Also, I have launched a new course, that is 1 minute scalping strategy in Nifty Bank Nifty. That course link also you can check below this video. So that's it guys. I'll see you soon with a new video. Until then, bye and take care.